Hello, welcome to Human Animal Audit Corner, where everyone here in the outside world waiting for all of you in Scientology, the SPTV Foundation, with their number at first press 1-727-266-5797 and the MJR Aftermath Foundation at 1-888-3002 and in the UK 0800903372. Now they have monetary aid waiting for you when you leave Scientology. Looked at the world as the great big hope on earth with the Cult Awareness Network. It was considered the great big hope for parents with kids that got lost city to the dark wizard behind the Iron Curtain. They were the best source when everybody wanted to know about what organization is a cult. So Scientology bought it in 1996 when it went bankrupt, and now a bunch of rejects from an audit version of Romper Room that took over. David Miscavige is running the classroom. He would be known as the midget that came out of Munchkin Land. It makes the celebrity sit in timeout where they would be wearing a dunce cap, by L. Ron Hubbard was during the 1980s. A foundation that is called the Cult Awareness Network started an anti-cult movement in the United States. 1960s and 1970s, teenagers and college students would enter a spacecraft that was built by L. Ron Hubbard when he first arrived in Clearwater, Florida. Cult Awareness Network had a whole line of volunteers that would educate the public about the harmful practice of cults. And another bunch left ministers and priestesses for a bunch of alien beings. This is a new religion that sent over telepathy airwaves into space. One day in 1985, a young man, Jason Scott, sued Can for $1 million. He claimed that the nonprofit organization tried to kidnap him. They didn't kidnap him. They took him out for ice cream, and that was right after David Miscavige fried him. Then they took a detour to his mommy and daddy's house, where right after they took a trip to France. They didn't kidnap him. They just simply wanted to see the world. Miscavige wanted to give him a reactive mind during turning on the radio. He wanted to give him a reactive mind by turning on the radio. Then the radio waves goes all the way out to Clearwater. Isn't that so cool? Scott even filed a lawsuit against the nonprofit, and this is while he had his blankie with him. This whole case went to where Jason won $1 million, and that's only fires. The judge in the case decided to bail when Scott's attorney takes so many trips to the bathroom and thought, hey, why not? The defense attorney was thinking, boy, they really headed for the hills when they did it in their pants. The whole entire case practically went to the can when their constant trip to the bathroom. Trial, Ken had to file Chapter 7. Then later, Scientology would buy the Cult Awareness Network. Nevertheless, Ken would go from nonprofit into a criminal organization. The Cult Awareness Network used to be the best source when everybody wanted to know about the organizations that were cults, that are. During the 1980s, a founder that is called Can started an anti-cult movement in the United States. A young man named Jason Scott claimed that the nonprofit organization tried to kidnap him. Nevertheless, Scott would file a lawsuit against the nonprofit, and this is while he had his blankie with him. But overall, Ken would go from a nonprofit into a criminal organization. In conclusion, the Cult would never be the same again. What a trip, let me tell you. But, however, of course, they all turned into a hypocrite. And again, the SPTV Foundation at 1-727-266-579 and the MJ Aftermath Foundation at 1-888-FREE-002, and in the UK office is at 0800 90327. That's 0800 Now, they have monetary aid waiting for you when you come out of Scientology. And they'll also help you find a job and put a roof over your head. So, and that'll do it for today. See you at the crafts table on Friday. Bye for now.